What's the boldest thing you ever did without thinking it through? I broke into my dad's house and stole his laptop, and no, I don't regret it, but I do regret what I found. Growing up, I saw my dad maybe once a month. After the divorce, he moved across town and always blamed work. But when I did see him, it was like hanging out with a celebrity. He'd take me to concerts, sneak me into arcades, give me the newest video games before anyone else had them. It always felt like catching lightning in a bottle. When he got engaged to a woman named Teresa, I actually thought it might be a good thing. She seemed grounded, sweet, thoughtful. She worked hard and always treated me like part of the family. She had a daughter, Emma, who was 11. I was 18. We didn't talk much, but she seemed like a quiet, kind kid at first. But then I started noticing little things. Emma flinched when loud sounds went off. She wouldn't look people in the eye. She would suddenly leave the room when my dad entered. I figured she was just shy, adjusting to change. That was until one night I came over to help decorate for the engagement party. My dad was upstairs. Teresa was working late. Emma was sitting on the couch, just staring at a blank TV screen. I said, "Hey, want to play Mario Kart or something?" No answer. I sat next to her and asked, "You okay?" She looked at me and said, "Do you have a mom?" Caught off guard, I nodded. "Yeah, she's on the west side." Then she asked, "Does she believe you?" I blinked. Believe me about what? She just whispered, "Never mind," and walked off. That question haunted me. 3 days later, I was supposed to pick up decorations. Instead, I drove to my dad's place. I knew the garage code. I knew where he kept a spare key. I knew where his laptop was charging on a desk. I told myself I was just being paranoid, that I needed to prove there was nothing weird going on. But when I opened that laptop and typed Emma into the file search, what came up wasn't school photos or report cards. There were folders with innocent names, receipts, documents, travel. But inside were images, screenshots, videos. Some were of Emma, some of other girls. There were chat logs, usernames, passwords to encrypted forums. I saw messages sent to people with usernames like FunUncle87, and one folder hidden inside a subfolder was titled Riley15. I shut the laptop so hard it echoed. Then I sat there in silence. I grabbed it and left without thinking. No plan, no script, just instinct. I didn't go to the cops. I went straight to Teresa's work. She was on shift at a downtown hotel. I waited in the parking lot, and when she came out, I showed her the laptop and said, "I think he's been hurting Emma." She froze, then dropped her coffee and said, "Is she alone?" We drove back in complete silence. Emma was asleep. Teresa packed 2 bags and we got in her car. She begged me not to confront him, but I didn't listen. He came home an hour later, found me in the driveway, holding the shattered laptop. I had already smashed it after backing up the data. He asked, "What's this?" I said, "You know what it is." He lunged at me and screamed that I had ruined everything, that I was just like my mother, that I was jealous. I didn't swing. I didn't shout. I just said, "The cops have the rest." He was arrested 2 days later, denied everything, claimed I hacked his laptop and made it up. My mom's side believed me. My dad's side didn't. Said I hated him. Said I wanted revenge. That I'd ruined an innocent man's life. I stayed offline for months, lost friends, got weird stares at work. But then a letter showed up in my mailbox. It was from Emma. No return address. Just 4 sentences. "You believed me. No one else ever did. You saved me. Thank you." That's the boldest thing I've ever done without thinking it through, and I'd do it again.